The United States House is voting on a major crypto bill. Also, the SEC having to respond to Ethereum ETF applications, all while the absolute chaos of the FOMC minutes all coming out over the next 24 hours. This is the chaos we were born for. Welcome back to the blockchain basement. We got an interesting show for you here today. You know what I mean? We got Isaac. He's hanging out with the Doge, Mr. Hoover himself. Not named after the president, but named after the vacuum cleaner. Isaac, how the hell are you doing, man?
I'm doing very, very good. Pretty sore. How are you doing?
I am very sore as well. I'm glad that you are, feeling the pain. We did deadlifts yesterday. I pushed it pretty hard. I'm getting closer to 400. So the absolute pains of being an old man are being felt today. You're much younger than me, Isaac, so you're probably going to bounce back quicker.
Maybe.
Fair enough. But we also have Owen running the sticks. He's probably hiding behind the camera for today. He's gotten real really weird after the Prince Andrew thing came out. I think that disbanding from the royal family is kind of it's weighing on him. You know what I mean? So maybe we'll dig into his history once in the future here. Maybe, Owen. Okay, maybe the people deserve to know, Owen. Don't you think? See, and he just laughs. He doesn't want to say it. But thank you for joining us, everybody. I must remind you, before we get into this absolute stack, this thick amount of news that I have in front of me today, that this show is brought to you by Arculus. This is a excellent partner of this channel and one of the absolute best ways to take control of your own crypto. You can easily buy, store, swap, send, and receive all your crypto with a simple tap. And you make sure to use code BASE10 to get your hands on this thing. If you have those people that we need to be prepared for, like, how do you move around crypto? It's so hard to do. That is why I love this brand, this product, because it's something that I can literally just give to my mom or my grandma and feel comfortable with them using, and us spreading the message. This Thanksgiving, there's going to be quite a bit of questions, little Jimmy, on what did you do in crypto? What's this new car in the driveway? What the hell have you been up to? And you better have an answer for them, and you have a tangible plan for them to go down to actually take control of their own future while they see TradFi rugging them in real time. But what a beautiful day to get into the markets right now, you guys. Absolutely crazy. Let's just check out CoinMarketCap really quick. Nothing huge, no massive fireworks. I think the next move for Bitcoin is to try and touch that $72,000 mark, though. We got some, I'll go into TradingView, pull this up on a little better, more concise time frame here. So what I'm seeing is I'm thinking that we're going to try this level right at around 72.5, run into a little bit of issues on it, maybe chop down a bit and just keep chunking. Once we breach that 74.5, 74 mark, it is absolute game on. This is where the good times begin to roll. I was checking out the Bitcoin dominance. Interesting note on today's information on the graphs. We do have Bitcoin dominance having a nice healthy red candle there. Now, nothing major, like just in the recent past, it looks like Monday, the 8th of January, we had a move in Bitcoin dominance, pulled it down right around 6.85%. Sense has obviously reclaimed that level, coming back down onto the top of it. We'll see if it bounces from here in the short term or where this may go, and in breaking down and falling and everything going so good ahead of schedule, probably not going to happen. I mean, we're on the right track. We are in crypto at the right timing, but I think that we still have a good amount of time to stack our favorite alts before things get nuts. But you know what? I like being prepared right now with the altcoins that I like and making sure that I'm well positioned right now, not just sitting there waiting on the sidelines like some people in the crypto space with massive influence that told people you would get 10K Bitcoin when it was at 17, and the recent calls for $35,000 that were never filled by the talking heads, aka the National Enquirers of Crypto. So just keep that in mind. You know what I mean? And shout out to the chat. I forgot to shout out the chat. We got ready to hit hot fire. Sack Nasty, Dryer on full spin today. Hell yeah, bro. Nicole Ministator, John Foster Crypto, C90FTW, Drag Dub, 6,000%. Not a bad pull. Crypto Stevo. Oh yeah. You guys, I missed the whole beef yesterday. I think that I get emotions high when I talk about wind and solar energy. So that's, it's probably on my bad. I missed that. I was in the middle of my tirade. XRP to the moon, Wills. Oh, God. Oh, I mean, No, I mean, it's not. I don't think XRP is going to go crazy, but you're going to do better being an XRP than most of the traditional finance world, I would say. So there is that to go with. But we're looking at this now. I had some chaos happen on the charts here, but I'll get into that in the altcoin section. I just got done with a pizza party, and I'm feeling groovy. Happy Pizza Day from Nick Demondi at Discover Crypto at Blockchain Basement, where you can find our channels on Twitter. And here's me just being a total dork, geeking out on pizza and holding a puppy while I'm doing it. Now, I went for this one first. This is the meat lover kind of thin crust from Jets. Pretty good. I like that the sauce really, if it has too much cheese, the sauce kind of is muted out in that conversation. I really like
the sauce is so good.
Yeah, the sauce has got to pop through the cheese. You know what I mean?
Yeah, there was too much cheese on just the cheese pizza.
Yeah. I mean, and I understand people that like cheese. I get it. But it's just not for me. Now, this is the Detroit Deep Dish. I should be sponsored by Jets, honestly. This show is brought to you by Jets. But yeah, absolutely delicious. We saw Coinbase rolling out for their pizza day. Here's their pizza truck in Washington Square in New York City. This is Washington Square Park. They're there from 12 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So interesting. If you're in the location, if you are still trapped within the city proper of New York, Washington Square Park in particularly, you get $1 USDC slices. So that's like pre-Biden type prices. You know what I mean? $1. Fantastic. Payment easy as pie. Nice to see them out there spreading the word in an organic manner. They better be serving some damn good pizza. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be representing, because crypto people, we like pizza.
Oh,
very
yeah,
seriously like pizza. It's just like a staple. You know what I mean? I could go on and on about pizza.
This entire show could be based on pizza.
When I played heavy metal music, and you're into heavy metal too, so this is kind of. So I was out there in heavy metal, and I took it upon myself to write reviews about the pizza places I went to or the barbecue places. I was like a food critic, so to speak. But I never found a pizza that I just totally hated. Honestly, like. Maybe some gas station pizzas that are like cold or something like that. But I realized that I'm too giving when it comes to being a pizza critic. I need to be a little bit harder on them. You know what I mean? And I'm just not able to do that. It's hard for me to find something like that. Just not good. Okay. It's pizza. As long as it's hot, it's, that's all I need. So I'm a simple man. Nothing big about it. Interesting today. Something that I saw is Gareth Soloway on the Paul Barron Network. Let's just have this a listen to and see what Gareth is thinking, the ponytail master himself. I love the guy, but
so you can see this a little bit better. And there's a range that people are now pointing to, and it's this by end of this year. Somewhere around the 149 would be the high, 108 kind of in the mid-range to the low side. What are your thoughts on Bitcoin by end of year? Is this something that could line up with what we've seen before in some of these log curves being extended out?
For me, it's so hard to know. Is it by year end? Is it by another point? But if we can break through the $74,000 high and really stay above 74, and let's say the stock market continues to be in a bull mode, what I think you do is you take the previous high from 2017 and you connect it through the highs of 2021. And if we do that, take a look at what actually ends up happening here. If we extend that line out, it basically brings us right up. Look at this, right up towards that.
Well,
if
you
extend this out,
year end. Yeah,
right, year end. Where is that? And you go out to year end, and you're basically right here at 107 to 108.
Damn.
So again, I just think that's an interesting.
Saying 107 to 108.
Spicy.
Well, that's such a change,
from where we are right now.
Well, but I mean, from what he was thinking, he started hammering into shorts on Bitcoin when we were playing around in the $30,000 level. Yeah. You know what I mean? And like, I was worried about him. He was saying some shit about adding to the short or something like that on the way up from that $30,000 spot. Interesting to see him kind of walk that back there. You can't take back all the calls, all the people that kind of follow that advice, unfortunately. But it is nice to at least see the health on the shelf be acknowledged. God damn it, because it means something here. Let's just go take a look at it. You guys, we held it. We are effing here. Now, don't expect this thing to just bust right through that. I got to keep saying it. We're going to run into turbulence breaking out of this ceiling. It's like the glass ceiling that Hillary Clinton was always talking about. We finally found it. It's at $74,000 Bitcoin. So we are watching out for that. It's not like it's just up and to the right only. But, oh, God, he shorted at 50K, added at 52, at 50K, or at 55, 58. Holy shit, Wills. Is that true? Can someone confirm that in the chat? I mean, you know what? But he's probably all right because I think Gareth plays on the traditional finance side more than crypto. So it's probably a small bet in comparison to the larger portfolio he's holding. But a lot of people from crypto really like his analysis on crypto because he has that, traditional finance approach to it in essence, So it was interesting to see him kind of come up in the space. And, I'm always listening to his viewpoints. Opposing viewpoints aren't bad to hear. You know what I mean? You can't be stuck in an echo chamber. That's a dangerous place to be. So, and speaking of, financial experts, Douglas Bonaparte, one of the best, 10 years ago today, graduated from the top business school with his MBA. And here's the number one lesson he learned is to buy the dip, folks. Buy the dip. That is all we know. We thrive on here in the basement. Now, let's get into all the juicy stories. We got all kinds of stuff going on. We got plenty of time. Ethereum futures ETF daily trading volume hits all-time high as a spot approval anticipation grows. Now, this was highlighted on Tuesday, yesterday, just talking about the daily volume for Ethereum futures on the ETF side, hitting fresh all-time highs amid that increasing anticipation of the spot approval from the US SEC. Absolutely crazy. And there's some interesting conversations, some historical conversations going on in the background that made me kind of just take a walk down memory lane here. If ETH futures aren't highly correlated with spot markets, then why did the SEC approve ETH futures on ETFs in October, preceding the spot ETF ever coming to the actual tangible conversation? How does that protect investors? Not saying the SEC is going to approve spot Ether ETFs, but not sure how they deny based on the lack of correlation would be a pretty bad look in his opinion. This is March 10th, 2024, Nate Garassi. Some of the responses I found in this were just really, really interesting. And really, I agree with Zero Hedge's take on this, because Eric Balchunas, he came in talking about logic is sound, but it feels less politically tenable at this time. Gary in the Warren doghouse for Bitcoin spot ETFs being approved. Obviously, Warren's not happy with him about that. It may be that simple, and the threat of a lawsuit lower in his opinion because Grayscale may be less excited to subsidize another blockbuster hit product for BlackRock. These are interesting things to take in mind here. And then Zero Hedge with the absolute grand slam. And mind you, this was absolute months ago. And I agree with this. I've agreed with it all along the while. It just didn't mean much when we were saying it. Fink's endgame is Ethereum. He has repeatedly said that the goal is tokenization. I see value in having Ethereum ETF. These are just the stepping stones towards tokenization. And I really do believe this is where we're going right now. And this is absolutely incredible when you think about. So, because we have BlackRock rolling out the carpet, having all this wonderful volume in the Bitcoin ETF, and now you start to get these people that are confused thinking that BlackRock is moving towards recapturing the sovereignty of money and what it means to transfer value and all this stuff. No, they're monetarily minded. They oversee tens of trillions of dollars in assets, and it'd be a lot easier to categorize them, to move them around if they were tokenized. They would make less friction between point A and B if they can tokenize the system. Also less cost, less manpower, yada, yada, yada. All the things that come in with that, they're monetarily minded. And so when they open up the spot Bitcoin ETF, that is the first step in being able to get to an Ethereum ETF. Then you have a traditionally accepted Ethereum ETF that's now going to be integrated into the larger TradFi side. Owen, they're saying Rumble's not working. It might not be working. I worked hard on that damn thumbnail, Owen. Unbelievable. No, I'm there. We're there. We should be there. So I'm talking about RWAs, real world assets, and taking away the friction between transfer. That saves money and bottom line for these massive corporations. And what's their main objective? What is the main focus? It is the bottom dollar. So when we think about this, don't think that they're here to save us by reinstituting some grand new way that we view monetary backing, some new imaginary responsibility that the powers that be, these banks, these hedge fund managers are going to suddenly instill. No, they just want things to move faster and smoother and cheaper. And that is the whole reason why they're open to this and why we see the Bitcoin ETF approved. Now the next step, the Ethereum ETF be approved, because there's a plan by 2030 to move trillions of dollars, over $10 trillion. And some asset managers have even called for a $16 trillion influx into the sector of real world assets. And when you talk about real world assets, the best that we could do as of right now is notice the different projects that are specifically angled towards handling the transactions between these real world assets. Or you can look at companies that essentially are built out with the infrastructure to do so, but maybe just more people don't know about it at the time being. And that's kind of the prime place to be when I'm looking for an early investment, when I'm looking at something with juicy upside to it. That is where I like to be. So when I look at all this stuff, here's a great place to check it out. It's so early in the sector that there's not a lot of data analytics platforms to pull the information from. But here's just a quick oversight. You can go to app.rwa.xyz. This is this website here. Oh, and pull up my screen for me here. Tokenized private credit separate here. So you have actually 5 different tabs, but a couple of them coming soon. So private credit markets, U.S. treasuries, tokenized treasuries. This is the incentive and the ability for the U.S. government and other organizations, government entities to offload their treasuries on a worldwide scale in real time to customers across the globe. Now you go to stable coins. You also have the differentiation of stable coins within the markets. Very, very interesting to see. You see the percentage of the M2 money supply within that, the volume, the market caps, and commodities. Now, and then Josh and me were talking about it this morning. You do have to go project by project to really dig into exactly what the market cap is, because essentially, they'll have they're different. One will say 300 mil, the other one will say 400 mil. So you got to be specific when you get focused in and lasered in on a project. Interesting to note here that Stellar makes up damn near, what is that? I mean, that is over 25%. This is over 25% of the tokenized treasuries being handled on Stellar. Where in the hell did that come from? This is kind of crazy to think about. I want to see Stellar's price action here, because
me too.
I mean, that's something to think about. Stellar has been asleep for a damn long time. I think I have some left in an old ledger or something like that. This one, is part of the bag I built during the great flu season, the great sneezing. Let's see here. Yeah, right around there. I got it for like 3 or 4 cents, but this thing has not really performed too hard. In the last bull market, it had a lower high. You can see it topped out at 66 cents. Original top out back at the previous 2017, early 2018 bull market, it peaked at 89 cents. So, up to this point, there was excitedness about it. I was like, man, this thing absolutely jackknife. I want to see what it does. Got a good position. Sure, it went up to 68 cents. A lot of things were going up. I took all my profits out of Ethereum at the time. But this is really weird to see over 25% of these tokenized treasuries hanging out on the Stellar blockchain. And, me and Johnny were talking about it. He has an interesting take on it. It's potentially, maybe this is where Russia plans to offload their treasuries, is on the Stellar side. Because it's Stellar and Russia, they've got a history. They've got a history. What is this? It is still sleeping. Damn, y'all, stop. I got to talk about XLM, Nicole. I'm sorry. You gotta nod the hat. Now, Solana, it takes up like maybe 5%. It's got a little tiny chunk. Polygon coming in there with just a snippet. But this is where the RWA market caps are right now. Let's see if I have more on this. No, this is the one. Now I want to go into the actual RWA plays. I have a couple written down to make sure I go over today, but this, I want to go by top real world asset coins on Gecko by market cap. So we got Ondo coming in here, being a pretty big player in the market by now, already breaching the $1.3 billion mark. Have been adding to my Ondo. Original was 40 cents. I still do feel comfortable adding to my Ondo bags. Pendle, we know vaulted liquidity, very important for the space and the health of it. So, you know, Pendle, I'm not sleeping on it. It's just I'm choosing other things. It's probably going to absolutely go bonkers though. XDC. Now, when you go to XDC, I've seen XDC on a few of these overall market share graphs here. Let's see, where was it? It was in commodities. No. Private credit. Let's see here. I know XDC has a little chunk of these tokenized assets, and there's so many charts I'm going through here, but I know that XDC has a little chunk of it. It's like 5% of a specified market. It's either stable coins or treasuries. But XDC is something that, you know, it's a well-connected company. Let's see what the price graph looks like on this thing to see if there's any potential entry points. Because I'm snooping around for sneaky entry points right now. I'm looking for, you know, the things that are down, under noticed, and about to absolutely melt face. You go to this, you do a flash view of the market cap to price, looking not too unhealthy, not too bad at all. And let's see here. We got information all the way back to 2018. This gives me not as bad of XRP vibes, but a little bit of XRP vibes going on right now. Where's the market cap at? Because I'm trying to, I know there's bag holders of this thing, but I'm trying to sift through because some of these things that we're seeing haven't moved in quite some time. They will absolutely wake up when you least expect it. You know, and XDC, one of those ones that's probably in that similar situation. It's got a $538 million market cap. And let's see here. I'll just go see how many people are paying attention to them on the Twitters. How active are they staying here? XFIN, XDC Network, Enterprise Ready Open Source Blockchain Protocol, yada, 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 Real World Assets, xfin.org. We go here. You can become a masternode, yada, yada, yada. All these transaction speeds, energy consumption. I hate the energy consumption. ISO 2. Oh, God. I mean, this ISO 20022 compliancy, I don't think means a damn thing. Man, this thing better wake up. This thing better wake up.
Yeah.
You know, I really, essentially, Ondo, Maple. What was the other ones here? Pull my screen down for a second. Let me go into this this little list here because I got a couple that I want to look at on their price action today. Yeah, so it's Ondo, Link, AVAX, and Maple. Let's see here. Go here because I know we were talking about Maple since it was like $2. Went up to 20. My entry points were like 16, and then I even added more at 20, and then just got annoyed with the not breaching over into the green zone above that kind of $19, $20 mark. It lost that level of support. It was just a little bit too early, so then I shifted some stuff into AI and stuff like that. It was actually a really good move because that's how I built out the aerodrome bag. But right now, Maple's still pretty damn up there. As far as notoriety within RWAs, and it's at a $71 million market cap. This, man, am I going to have to go back into Maple? It's all about timing, you know what I mean? And this one, I know it's going to be a player. It's just about a matter of when, really, when it comes to Maple Finance. Chainlink, everyone's asking me if it's still too late to buy Chainlink. My answer is a simple no, but you want to maximize the entry points here. So, oh yeah, look at that. See, might get a little chance here. Oh yeah. All right. That's a little
Delicious.
shelf there.
I love me some
Dude, I sound like such a Fargoan when I'm looking at the drops and like, oh, cripes. Yeah, you know,
cripes,
there you go. Oh my God. I need to go back to Fargo. So now this is the year on Chainlink right here. It's reasonable. You get chopped around once you hit these previous little jackknife highs. Okay. And this is information, you know, go and utilize it in the future. But once you hit those just midterm highs, chop town, expect the buying volume to remain there. Old buyers and old sellers at these levels reawaken. Now we're sitting here trying to chop past, and we're trying to bust essentially the level where I'm like, shit, we might actually be off to the stratosphere now, folks. That is going to be essentially once we break about $22. Once we break about $22, I'm going to be real careful about adding more and more to it. Near to $50, I feel strong that near can hit $50, bro. We have NVIDIA earnings today, too. And speaking of NVIDIA earnings, where's NVIDIA? Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God. I bought this, it was like a
Trump Pepe.
Trump Pepe, man. Look at this thing. Talk about having just no regard for my own financial safety. I bought this thing right after it completely sold out. And I just wanted to buy some guts. I wanted to buy some stuff off the floor here. And this one has just hit a $500,000 market cap, bro. What? Oh my God. So, okay. My meme coin bag on Trump Pepe's doing okay. What are we up by? Why don't you give me the percentage, you silly thing? Let's see here. Why is it not giving me the percentage? We basically, I mean, this is a hell of a move. I don't know why it's not giving me the percentage on this, but I know that I'm at least a 5X now. That's feeling good. Good to see that happening. Let's see what else is going on here. Oh, yeah. This was crazy. $725 billion asset manager Bernstein talking about Ethereum reaching $6,600 after the spot Ethereum ETF approved. That means a damn near double. They're calling for.
He's known to be a liar, though.
Has he?
I've seen so many clips of him, and he's just talking nonsense.
Okay.
I
I didn't
mean-
know this. I'm glad it's Bernstein. So, because I've heard their name all over the place, but everyone gets excited with their price targets. You know what I mean?
Remember that video I showed you earlier that we did with Kavuto and Bernstein? And he was just lying about-
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that was
That was
Bernstein.
him?
He was the one lying about inflation.
Oh my God. That son of a bitch. Why are these, you see how quick these TradFi shills are just like hopping into the crypto space trying to act like the cool kids?
When they speak before and they're like, "Oh, stay away from Bitcoin.
Yeah,
It's a
call us
scam."
toxic.
And then they're sitting there buying like millions and millions of dollars worth of it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I mean, that's really weird. You know what I mean? And then they can switch the opinion so quickly, and everyone, like, I'm glad you reminded me who that was, because that guy that was lying about the inflation level to cover for Biden is an absolute jackass. Like, I saw that guy's video. We did a little reaction video to it this morning. Absolutely incredible. So when I'm talking about Ethereum's price action after the Ethereum ETF approval, I'm pretty much right in line with Taco's thoughts on it. We were talking about it yesterday. Look at that fucking candle. This looks like a gargantuan cup and handle, folks. So, you know, I mean, you got your little swoop, you got your little handle. Let's just pull it from about here down to here and condense this down, pull this boy up. Be looking, that's kind of what they're looking at right there. Look at that, 61.8, 62. Oh shit. So, you know, I think it's actually kind of a reasonable take on the price action for Ethereum, regardless of his other lies about inflation and stuff like that. He's actually probably pretty reasonably priced, but we got to keep in mind, remember when we had the Bitcoin ETF come through and then all those outflows from Grayscale suppressing the price while BlackRock was buying it up in the background in parallel, basically just a shifting of hands of ETFs. Now it's being outpaced. We see the real juicy inflows coming for the Bitcoin ETF. We're going to probably have a little bit of changing of the hands here with Grayscale and their Ethereum trust, just the same as we just experienced. So you got to keep that in mind in the short term. We also had this. Ethereum co-founder Vitalik Buterin transferred 80 ETH, approximately $300,000, to CoinMixer Railgun today. Over the past 6 months, Vitalik transferred small amounts of Ethereum to Railgun every month. Vitalik previously said that he uses Railgun and it can effectively prevent malicious behavior and protect privacy because he's a privacy maxi. You know, even though the system that he's built is kind of trying to lean into TradFi and open up the doors for all of our privacy to go away, apparently he wants his still using Raygun to go around and not be kind of tracked. I wonder what he's up to. I mean, maybe he needs to buy a bunch of new sweatpants to fit his man sausage inside of his pants.
Or a bunch of more furry costumes. Purple pants.
Absolutely. You know, he's got to have the things available. So moving some stuff through Railgun today, kind of interesting. We'll see if anything came of that. Also, this from Woo, MetaMask, the most used wallet in Ethereum, is working on integrating native Bitcoin. MetaMask may launch this feature next month. Developed by Consensus and currently has over a 30 million monthly active users. Very, very big platform for crypto users. I use MetaMask. I have a couple different MetaMasks. And basically the reason why is because a lot of these different systems that I go and interact with just to make sure that they're at least legit, they at most all accept MetaMask. And then if I have a new type of system I need to use, or I'm going into Solana, then I'm using the Phantom wallet, yada, yada, yada. But MetaMask is a very, very big place to swap out crypto. And if they integrate native Bitcoin and kind of the ordinals realm into it, that's the whole level, that barrier of entry that existed for the average person that's not a coder, that doesn't have time to spend a week setting up a Bitcoin node and all the craziness that comes through it. This is a little bit of an opening of that, barrier to entry for those people. What up, BJ? Down in the chat. BJ. What is up? BJ, can't wait to see you again, man. We also, Hannah's out traveling. She went to LA.
Yeah, she's in LA right now.
Yeah, she's all globe trotting right now. So I got the peeps out globe trotting. You missed pizza day. We had pizza. But it was good. So now we have this ZK Sync. Looks like an airdrop is coming for ZK Sync. Now we've been talking about ZK Sync in the past. Like it, I'm interested in what it's actually capable of when it releases. This isn't a hint or a marketing trick. This is the true ZK Summer is the end game with max supply of 21 billion tokens. 47 cents means a fully diluted market valuation of $9.8 billion. When the ZK airdrop happens, the top dApps on ZK Sync will see huge inflows. This is something to keep in mind. Something else in the altcoin sector about to experience inflows, I believe. NVIDIA. Let's see here. I've got to find NVIDIA. No, what the hell? It was like NVIDIA, but it was spelled weird.
I don't remember how.
Where is it? I got to find it. This is a problem. It's gone.
BJ's eating pizza.
What? NVIDIA Inu? What the hell is this? You know what? NVIDIA's earnings calls are coming out, you guys. I'm gonna be doing some things on the meme coin section with NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the one I remember. It's kind of weird that it's not coming up with NVU. There it is. Here we go. Did it die? Down 58%? You dirty. This could be another Trump Pepe move for me. Look, it's trying to die. It's a $21,000 market cap. I could give it $5.
$5.
You know,
to like 500.
Just a touch. You know what I mean? Just a touch. Dude, Near Vidya. It's on Near. Oh shit, Dirty Dan. Near meme coins. That's something else. My wife has been bringing up to me. He's like, honey, don't fade these meme coins that are on Near. I know people aren't paying attention yet. Near's on its up and come. Meme coins are being built on Near. I can't remember. It was like, oh God. I got to go through my messages. She sent me a few of them though that I probably need to go over this week. But NVIDIA not doing well. I might throw $5 at this thing just to see if it pops. Got to be involved. Got to risk it for the biscuit. Speaking of biscuit, Jesus down in the basement. NVIDIA on Sol. Let's go here. NVDA. We're going. I'm just snooping around here. You guys are snooping with me. We're gonna snoop in.
After you check this one out, I have this new token I just bought.
Here's 1.3.
I gotta show you.
Well, you got a new token?
Yeah, it's called Drift token.
Drift?
Yeah. It's like a new trading platform.
Okay.
And it just launched the other day.
Really?
2-3 days ago.
Let's see. Is this it?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. 63 cents. A couple days, you say? Let's see here. Yep. About a week.
Yeah.
Maybe about a week. Okay. $100 million market cap. What the hell does this thing do? It's on Solana.
It's on Solana. It's a trading platform. You go to their website.
Okay.
And I didn't do too much of a deep dive into the trading network itself.
Okay.
But
is this on-chain perpetual and spot trading with leverage? Drift decentralized. Okay. We like DEXs. I think DEXs are strong.
I've made some good money off of it so far.
Well, and DEXs, DEXs are damn good because the whole house of cards tried to come down from the centralized exchange frauding everybody. Yeah. And it was a horrible look. And so now we talk about, do people prefer to go get frauded again? Or are they going to look for decentralized as fraud proof as they can find. It looks like you got a fan. Crypto Stevo likes it too. He's pretty, Crypto Stevo is a very focused crypto researcher.
Yes.
So, very interesting. Okay. Isaac coming down from the top ropes. I'm going to put this on my watch list here. We got to do that.
Cool.
Let's put it on there. All right. So let's see what other news we got. I got a lot of stuff in altcoins we got to go through.
Gala got hacked.
Oh, Gala. Yeah. Didn't the Gala tokens got returned?
I think they did.
Yeah.
I didn't look at it. All I heard is that he was able to sell like 21 million tokens.
Did the Gala price recover is the question. 6.5 on the day. Let's see here. 7 day. Yeah, it's trying to come back up. Okay.
Yeah,
okay. Well, it's not dead. You ain't dead. You ain't dead yet. Hear no bell.
I ain't saying nothing about that yet.
All right. So we got ZK Sync here dropping out. Here's Adam Cochran. Okay. This is where it's going to get political. This is really where it's going to get political. And, I try to stay out of politics as much as I can. Mark Smithson, should I send 8K? If I send 8K into Nvidia, I would own like half of the entire supply.
Yeah, you would.
That would be that's a problem.
That'd be hilarious.
That's a problem. If you own half, it's cool to be a whale or whatever, but half the supply, bro, holy shit. I like your chaotic suggestion, though. You know what I mean? All the proof that you need that this isn't just a fluke. The White House bailed on the veto of that Saab 121 overturn, issued a statement in which they would call for productive frameworks to promote digital assets and payment innovation in America. This is also lumping in, they got the FIT 21 bill coming at them. You are full send into politics. I know. I try not to be, okay. I try to stay. It chooses me. Okay. I don't choose to wake up every day and go after Joe Biden. He chose me. He did this. This is not my fault, Joe. This isn't just about an ETF or one vote. This is an entire change in messaging and strategy. I cannot begin to tell you how big of a deal this is. While Warren might continue to fight, she definitely will.
100%.
She's absolutely going to continue to fight. She's probably just busy in the midterm making Pocahontas.io because she's trying to branch into Web3 in the background with her new Pocahontas website. So that's where she's going to pander to people at. The White House has just given other Dems a pass to now support crypto and blockchain innovation and has backed off of blocking via authority. Maybe the war isn't fully over, but like the Battle of Saratoga and the Revolutionary War, the signals of the beginning of the end. A major victory, shifting of alliances, and the enemies without support or resupply. After decades of indecision, confusion, and chilling effects, blockchains in America will finally be open for business. And this is all in response to this bill, HR 4763, the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. There is so much going on the political spectrum right now. Honestly, three pretty big things: the anti-CBDC surveillance, the HR 4763, and also you got Saab 121, you got Fib 21. They are all over. Let's see here. Healthy stuff. I'm missing Willis. That's why I'm buying chaos. Trump Pepe ain't that bad. And holding like a psycho on this micro cap D-bar. I ain't leaving D-bar until it's over a $10 million market cap. That's just the way it is. Not going anywhere. So, and in response to this Financial Innovation and Tech Act, this was a great take. I don't even know who this dude is, but he's flexing, and he had a very based take. Joseph Lousy. Weird name, though. Opposing FIT 21 is just another way for the President of the United States, Biden, and the SEC, Gensler, to stifle innovation and protect the interest of TradFi institutions. Crypto offers financial freedom, and it's time for the government to stop being a gatekeeper. This is the crypto revolution. Now, this can go one of two ways. We see, I had kind of a dark thought. So let's say Trump gets in office. Let's say Biden's version of CBDC shot down by all the efforts of Tom Emmer and what's happening in Congress, yada, yada. The states stopping CBDCs. But then let's say Trump gets into office. It's 3 years down the road. Everything's going great once again. And Trump rolls out his own version of CBDC, and they all say yes. And then someone else comes into power. And a little bit of a change happens in the background. And all of a sudden, everything that we're fighting against becomes a reality. This is the danger of the CBDC rollout. And, we really have to build it almost into the Constitution. I feel like it needs to be, it needs to be literally on the Constitution. You know what I mean? Or an amendment or something. We need some sort of digital bill of rights or something built like that to protect us from a CBDC being implemented. Should we run into a situation where we're a hyperpolarized nation, everyone's moving in tandem with whoever's at power, and they all say yes, and then all of a sudden we have a CCP style expiration date full CBDC system. God, I hate CCP, CBDC,
yes.
CCIP. Do you see me?
CC.
Holy shit, man. What are they doing to me with these things?
I don't know.
It's unbelievable. So just be wary of this, you guys. That's just the plot of the God Emperor Dune. I know, Biscuit, and I'm worried about it. Biscuit's talking about my worry about, what if Barron's like a God Emperor at 2040? What if everyone, because the kid's being formed in fire, like flames.
Yeah.
Hey, hell, Hades. And everyone's wanted his father's head on a pike. You know what I mean? Like his whole existence. He grows up in that environment.
Yeah.
What do you think that kid is straight out of Dune? All right. I digress. So just food for thought. Now we talk about the SEC up against all of this new money, Godzilla versus King Kong. The SEC facing a fierce battle against crypto's legal firepower. With the SEC continuing to open the new fronts in the war on crypto, some are now wondering if it has spread itself too thin and has legal resources needed to fight so many court cases at once against the industry's largest players. We did see XRP had the pockets and ability to dump tokens on our head for long enough to fight back real hard. Oh God, Owen, my computer's broken. It broke midstream. Hold on. I'm fixing it.
What happened?
I'm turning back the visuals.
Oh, okay.
So we got to give that some credence. The thought that the SEC is spread too thin against all these different lawsuits that they're having come at them. We saw XRP is giving up currently a pretty damn good fight. It's a financially backed ecosystem that you're trying to arbitrage out of existence by virtue and just pandering to Elizabeth Warren and Joe Biden, all these absolute psychos that want nothing more than to watch you wither and die under their foot of inflation without any chance of escape. They're trying to shut off that chance of escape. Escape. You know what I mean? Get a cold wallet. Get your family off of the system, man. Escape it. They're trying to stop those outroads. Use code BASE10 and get one of these damn wallets for your family, for the love of God. The Thanksgiving time frame's coming up right around the corner. Shout out to $0 Giro supporting the channel, dropping the membies. Crypto Glassworks picked that one up. Very, very nice. But the fact that these enforcement actions against crypto firms are all going on at one time is very significant. Absolutely puts a strain on the agency, saying Scott Masinaka, help me say this. Pull up my screen. Does it work? Masinaka, right? Masianika. I am terrible with names. It's the Fargo in me, though. It's the Fargo. It gets me all the time. It shuts it down. Partner and head of government investigations and regulatory enforcement at Hilger's Graben. Members, yada, yada, yada. SEC, large budget considering legal resources. So, yeah, I mean, they have a large budget, but you know what? So does crypto. Crypto's breaching on just under a $3 trillion market cap right now. Let's see where we're at. 2.57 trillion. Let's look at the forest through the trees here real quick, folks. God damn, we are literally almost breaking. This is the previous all-time high. This is where during altcoin season, during the real run-up that we experienced in the last cycle, I would drive to Costco and make $4,000 on small bags. You know what I mean? Like just the travel time from my house to Costco during these fun times, dude, is absolutely crazy. I'm so excited for everyone that's been involved and been here in the basement, man. We've been crushing it since Bitcoin was 16K, and the things to come are just they warm my heart. God damn it, they warm my heart. Out counting out a gigantic EMP, in which case, for crypto and cash or really reasonable actions in the world are not going to be of very much value. Seeing this come back up, as long as the internet isn't shut off and we don't get cyber hacked at mass, I think times are going to be real good for the next few years. And really my major concern on the prep side, we need to prepare for 2030 at large. 2030 is when It seems that the curtain might come to a close, so we got to get prepared for that. Now, what do we got here? Michael Cohen being called out by Tom Emmer, absolute stud when it comes to stabbing CBDCs in their heart and never letting them see the light of day, is not only talking about Michael Cohen not only being a liar and a thief, he's the only person guilty of a crime in Alvin Bragg's witch hunt against President Trump. For those that don't know, that entire psyop, all the years of talking about Michael Cohen, he's the proof, he's the smoking gun. We got him. We got Trump. It's over. No, actually, it was Michael Cohen that stole from Trump without telling him. And now that has come out in court, there is so much damage that they did with this asshole's name against Trump over the past few years that it is very, it's very unsettling to know that there really won't be any true retribution for what happened. They were able to just run with the narrative and absolutely technologically assassinate Trump. Hasn't really worked. Seems to have risen back up. Like the orange beam of sunshine that he is. Now I'm stuck between having to choose between Trump and RFK as it sits right now. I'm leaning Trump. Now, Paul Grewal talking about this, talking about the bills. All these people talking about hasta la vista. This is Hillary Allen. Hasta la vista security laws. Hasta la vista well-regulated capital markets. Well, she's calling the current capital market well regulated. This is the same market that's required to hold $0 in the bank, $0 backing what we're hoping that they hold on to for us as we give them our paychecks and our money month by month, week by week. Crypto industry doesn't care if our capital markets burn down as long as they profit in the short term, but the members of Congress should. What an absolute loser this person is. This is such garbage. Right? He's flipping the finger right now. Is that dog still next to you? There it is. Yeah. Well, where's the dog going? We got to do a dog check-in. You got a dog camera? There he is. What a little savage. He went poop. He went pee. Already. He's learned how to be potty trained. He's potty trained, damn it. What a dork. What a dork. He's just laying there. So now, speaking of 2030, speaking of why we're stacking crypto right now, why we're stacking land, why we're stacking vehicles, while we're stacking 2A, is because of something that I see coming. We don't seem to be pulling the foot off the gas pedal when it comes to the tens of billions of dollars that we're airdropping to the Ukraine month over month to keep World War III on the horizon. Here's Janet Yellen. We're not about to fold. We're not freaking leaving. Janet Yellen says efforts are underway to package another $50 billion loan to Ukraine using frozen Russia funds. What in the hell are they thinking right now? With the amount, they literally just had to open up the strategic oil reserves to try and temporarily put down the price of gasoline in the country because they have to do that before the election. They have to make everyone think everything's okay. They are outwardly saying we are not about to fold. We're sending another $50 billion to a war that is not on our border for a message that we, the American people, are not behind. And she has no problem saying this. This is absolutely bonkers to me that this is still going on. U.S. and its allies are getting serious about a plan to refinance Ukraine using interest earned on Russia's frozen assets. Holy shit, they're doing it with the interest earned.
That was crazy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Look at how pissed Putin is. Under the idea these profits would be bundled together into a sizable loan, a possible means of the survival of Kiev, showing that we do not have the means of translating earnings on the frozen assets in a stream of support for Ukraine. I think it is an important way to demonstrate that we're not about to fold. Also, guess who gets to rebuild Ukraine after all of this is said and done? Who do you think got the contract to rebuild Ukraine after this is all said and done? Let me know, Isaac. Take a guess. Just take a wild guess.
Take a wild guess.
Yeah.
Does Russia have to rebuild it?
No. Well, this is assuming Russia doesn't win.
Okay.
NATO's assuming Russia's not going to win. Who on NATO's side is going to be the money winner, the one that's got the contract to rebuild it? It's on the tip of your tongue. It's
the United States.
It's BlackRock.
BlackRock.
It's
Okay,
BlackRock.
that makes more sense.
Yeah, I mean, BlackRock is the financial, nefarious spine of the United States. BlackRock is the one that gets to rebuild everything in the Ukraine after this gigantic conflict that was kicked off by Uncle Joe and his forcing of attorney generals out of Ukraine in 2014 that we have on camera. He've admitted doing so. BlackRock gets to make a bunch of money rebuilding the bombs and all the destruction that the world gets to literally go through so that they can pad their pockets even more. I'm kind of worked up about it. I'm kind of worked up about it. You know, because it's so circular and it just is like this feedback loop. You know what I mean? It's absolutely feedback loop. And, you know, and people bringing up, Ondo, I see him connected to him. $14 trillion in assets they oversee. I'm going to be in Ondo early. I'm going to buy a couple tanks. I'm going to buy a couple tanks of my own.
That would be
I'm
a lot
going
of
to
fun.
decentralize tank ownership.
We should just take a couple tanks and just ride through Atlanta.
Well, and I was going nuts. Also, the Helix. Owen, you might like this. I am, instead of the Sequoia, I talked to my wife. I don't really need 3 rows, you know, because she's getting the next car is going to be, she has a Pilot right now. It's pretty nice. But she's going to get the, what the hell do they call the Armada, the Nissan Armada. She likes the Armada.
It's a great car.
So she's going to let me get the Helix, you know, because I don't really need to. Yeah, the Helix. You know the Helix. Okay, the Hilux. What is it? Is it Hilux or Helix? It's the same thing, Owen. Yeah, I can't believe you don't have your microphone on you right now. Like, if they could hear our bickering back and forth, you know what I mean? We'd be famous already. You would get a paycheck. We would be huge. You know what I mean? Just incredible. So I digress. I'm not going to give myself a heart attack. Peter St. Onge, PhD, the $1 trillion FX industry uses Big Mac price as the ultimate inflation indicator. It doesn't lie. It's not adjusted by government statisticians. In fact, inflation is closer to the Big Mac's 88% than government's 21%. We are one hell of a lot poorer than we think, like depression level. And you know what? McDonald's came out of the depression offering cheap little hamburgers to people that couldn't afford anything anymore. The little, by the side of the road stands for a hamburger came up pretty quick during the depression time frame. Now here is the real problem. And I indulge in a McDonald's here or there. Okay. I indulge. I'm not above.
No shame.
You know, but it's after I've done, like an hour straight workout. You know what I mean? Or something like that. Like I have to earn the shit out of my McDonald's. And it's probably like once a month, but I still like the way it tastes. Now here, get a Big Mac at the end of 2019, $3.99. Times were good. The gas tanks were full. Everything was great. Building $1 million companies, hiring people like crazy, building skyscrapers. Things were good in the land of Drew. Mid 2024 price. Now you have a Big Mac costing you $7.49, nearly double in the span of right around 5 years, 4.5 years. This is Drew's like if I was 10 times less cool but owned 2 tanks. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Wills, you're probably pretty damn cool. 10 McNuggets, $4.49, up 68% over the 4.5 years. These are the aggravation points that we need to use when I know I'm trash. I'm a trash can though, veteran, not a trash can't. Now, right now we have our holidays coming up. We have a lot of explaining to do to people that have been outside of crypto that are looking at this stuff. And I like to have these statistics in the back of my mind to help paint the picture of how heinous it really is to just leave your money at the will and the whim of the Federal Reserve and whoever's in the political power at the time being. They don't have the interest in taking care of us in the ground level floor, mid and lower class. It's all about taking care of the elites, and this is just a sign of it as they sit here and lie to us about the rates of inflation and psyop us and gaslight us about everything that we think is going on right now. If Drew was Prez, we could all own tanks. That is so true, Matt. That is so true. You know what I mean? With no blockers in the barrels either. So now this Taiwan chip thing looks real, guys. This is absolutely insane. Taiwan chip makers have a kill switch built into the production machinery at Taiwan Semiconductor. It looks like it's actually a real thing. The Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company revealed to U.S. officials that it has a backup plan for its chip-making machines in case China invades. It's a Dutch-based company, ASML, which provides these. It provides the machinery, okay, that is used to actually manufacture the chips, can remotely be switched off, and has been confirmed to work in simulations in the event that China should decide to take control of the plant. This is absolutely insane to think about. Now, on one frame of thought, a lot of people are like, oh, China's probably already got their own systems already put together and all that stuff. But I actually think this Dutch-based NATO connected company has a one-up on Xi Jinping with this one. I think that this actually might have been why we haven't seen a Taiwan invasion yet.
Yeah.
Maybe. He knows that they do have kill switches. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I mean, that's a pretty smart move to do as
it's
well.
a smart move. It's like, that's 8D chess right there.
Yeah.
And think about it, and the whole conversation that, you know, why I felt like China wanted Taiwan so bad is because of the chip production. Now, if the machinery, the highly complex proprietary machinery from this Dutch-based company just fries itself and self-destructs, you got an issue on your hands.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got no juice worth the squeeze. So seeing this is a big development to me. I am like a 10-piece McNugget with only 8 McNuggets, but a couple random fries in the bag. Now that, you take that back, Willis. I would never do that to you. Absolutely not. That is just bothersome. Low on fries. Another thing, Five Guys, too expensive. I'm not doing it anymore.
Unless your name's Taco.
Taco's still doing it. He had
we
had pizza today, and he went and got Five Guys burgers instead.
Oh no! Every day at 12 sharp, he comes in the office with Five Guys.
Did you guys see this head replacement stuff? Brain Bridge presentation video of the potential future medical robot surgically removing a human head and putting it on a different body. This is the stuff that nightmares are made of. Very, very bothersome. And the reason why I got to talk about this, Johnny always gives me shit about how he's going to put his head on a mech warrior, and I'll want a mech warrior when he comes walking in with his mech warrior and his head's working and it's like the Futurama. This world is literally trying to move to this direction, and it'll probably get there. So seeing the necessity in the actual use case of AI, it goes beyond just language models and data aggregation. This world's about to get very, very weird over the next say decade, maybe 2 decades, until it gets extra weird. So just keep that in mind. Now, Nestle launching a food line for Ozempic users. Great. Nestle is introducing a new product line called Vito Pursuit, which has been formulated explicitly for weight loss medication. People that use it, such as Ozempic and Wegovy. I've been seeing, they put signs about Ozempic like they're garage sale signs. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. Like, they're advertising Ozempic on like a garage sale sign level in Paulding County and up here in northern Georgia. The lineup includes 12 items like high protein pasta, sandwich melts, and pizzas, all enriched with essential nutrients tailored to meet the unique dietary blah, 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 agonist, yada, yada, yada. How about this? How about get off your ass and start working out some more? Take some control of your own self. I love some of these takes. Or you can just eat higher protein items with smaller dish sizes, a little bit of self-control, and stop taking drugs. But I guess that's not profitable enough for the powers that be. No, they want to push you into modified foods to handle the drugs that you refuse to get off of. Absolutely fantastic. Don't we dare have any sort of personal control. No, that's not for us.
Nope.
Absolutely not. It's people are, I mean, not you guys, but just the world at large. How in the hell? Have you ever seen WALL-E? Have you ever seen the movie WALL-E?
Yeah, it's a great movie.
You know, and you watch it and you wonder, how in the hell do all these people end up in this situation where all are 400, 500 pounds just floating around a chair, being taken to their next location? And you wonder how they got there. This is how they got there. This time frame that we're in right now, this is how they got there. Hopefully they don't, and hopefully we fight back enough, but my God, it's getting weird out there. Now, I think I have time for one more thing. Coinbase going to launch a gold and oils future trading platform. Interesting. They go from crypto. Now they're going to be launching gold and oil futures. Very, very interesting move by Coinbase. We'll see how it rolls out, because I know, just a quick, my take on why FTX grew so fastly, or where the hell it came from. People liked using FTX because it had both traditional stocks and crypto on it, and it had a pretty user-friendly interface. So if Coinbase is able to do the same thing and not rug everyone of tens of billions of dollars, I think it will be looking groovy. I saw Jeremy Clarkson. I saw the show, The Clarkson Farm, last night. Nick recommended that I watch The Clarkson Farm, and I absolutely love it. I'm probably way behind. Veteran probably has already seen it, but Jeremy Clarkson, very rich race car kind of reviewer, driver, etc. Had a great channel doing a show called The Clarkson Farm, and I highly recommend for everyone. It made me really feel good about only taking on 2 acres to take care of. He took on 1,000 acres, going from kind of city slicker style lifestyle, making these videos. He's showing you how to, take one of these vehicles without a key. No big deal. But man, taking care of 1,000 acres. I remember hunting in Colorado and talking to the farmers out there, and they would just, casually bring up a tractor that cost them, $30,000, $40,000, and then another tiller thing that's like $100,000. I'm like, how much money do you have locked into this? It's hard to make a profit as a small farmer, man. So absolute respect for farmers out there. How do we get into Aether? Let's see here. I don't believe the Aether tokens are ready for me to snag yet. Let's make sure. Let's see here, because I know the previous way you could get the node. I didn't go for the node. I don't think the token's out yet, so we're still waiting on the wings for Aether distributed computing technology. So this one's still not out yet. Layer 0, that's still on my Git list, but good reminder on that. All right, it's time to go. What are we doing? We're probably going to do bench press.
We're benching today.
All right, let's go bench press. We're going to send it. Appreciate every single one of you. Gary the Lizard.
I saw that and I laughed at it too. It was pretty funny.
Jess Jim, Nicole Ministator, Fluffy the Sheep, Shake and Bake, Levistay 1K, etc. With the dabs, Fluffy the Sheep, Biscuit Jesus, what up, G Veteran Crypto Shake. Oh, I called you Shake and Bake. All you guys up in the chat, appreciate all you. Sufficient enough. Have respect for farmers, you guys. I absolutely respect what they do. And until tomorrow morning, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.